Today, Precarious plays
Fire Emblem!
The next wave of enemies doesn't show up until turn 8.
Turn 8?
Yeah, we're gonna have 2 turns to just sit here and twiddle our thumbs. I think I'm gonna let Hector catch up to Florina. I mean, they should be on par with each other, right?
There's a wall for the Lord, so that I'm worried that we are approaching much too rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
They unlock the ability to change class with Earth Seals? No.
I'm
Jesus.
sorry, I'm just happy because there aren't any more archers on the map right now, and it's just putting me in a good mood.
So they unlock the ability to change class with Earth Seals, and there are only 3 of them, and you get them at very particular points in the story. Except I think that there's a case where your main lord changes class automatically in a cutscene, I think. And then I think it's the other 2 that change class with Earth Seals. I may be remembering that incorrectly, but anyway, the point is, after like Hector and Eliwood and Lynn get to level 20, we're not going to be able to use them and feel okay about it until they've changed class.
Yeah, so...
And Hector is really close to that wall.
She should dance for somebody.
Wait, does Priscilla...
Yeah, she does. Oh my god.
You should see if you can use Torch. Even though there isn't Fog of War.
I think...
Damn it. Oh well. That's fine.
I don't want to waste a barrier.
Yeah, don't...
Wait,
don't do that.
what if... Hang on. What if... No.
Yeah, it's gotta be Fog of War. Oh, that's fine. It'll be...
Now we have torches.
Wait, don't hit wait though, because somebody somewhere has to have a hit point missing.
It looks like Dart. And are we safe? Yeah, we're safe. We're safe! Look how much little there is on here. Wow. I think that everything is really just coming together. And now that I've said that, we are almost certainly going to have to redo this map.
Because of an unlucky critical hit, probably from the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are still playing Fire Emblem after all.
Yes.
Speaking of unlucky critical hits...
Yeah. Aww.
Sorry, ma'am.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, sorry, ma'am.
Oh, it's so cute.
Speaking of critical hits that make things go awry, I've been playing Fallout 4, finally. Mm-hmm. I asked my friends. I trusted authorities, right?
Yeah.
A trusted authority. I was like, hey, is Fallout 4 any good? It was Weimer.
Yeah.
And I think he said, like, it's okay. It's all right.
Legault is done up here, right?
Yeah, we already bought a Psychic, and we bought another copy of Barrier. I didn't buy another Torch, and I'm glad I didn't now.
That's good.
Yeah, so he's done.
Okay, sorry, you were saying about Weimer and...
Fallout 4.
Yes.
And I was like, is Fallout 4 okay? Because it seems really divisive. It seems like a lot of people say that it's Call of Duty. It's not a proper Fallout game. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people say that it's a fine game, but it's like they drop the Call of Duty part and they're just like, it's a good game. It's okay. It's fine. But it's not a great Fallout. Having played it for myself now, I would say that that's largely incorrect. I think that it is the most refined branch of the mutation, if you will.
I think I will.
The mutation that started with Fallout 3. Mm-hmm. I think that it is the best evolution that Fallout 3 could have hoped for.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen like a lot of people... say that there are no choices, that the choices that you have are meaningless. There's no opportunity to actually role play. And I don't know if I agree with that, and the reason why is because I've been playing the game on survival difficulty, and I have never felt so involved with a world in the Fallout franchise. I have never felt so concerned about every element of play. With one notable exception. See, I can't tell you where like New Vegas fits into the franchise as a whole on like the scale of Falloutiness.
Yeah, Falloutiness.
Yeah, how revved up it gets the Geiger counter. Because I didn't like New Vegas very much until I modded the shit out of it. I was like lukewarm on New Vegas because I thought this is just really similar to Fallout 3, and I've played several hundred hours of Fallout 3.
I'm gonna have Rebecca plink off at the boss.
Yes.
I didn't imagine they were this capable. Still, I won't lose. I live and breathe the air of war. I can't be beaten.
Dude, you're being shot at from like...
Oh, he's not on a throne, so he's not gonna heal. Sweet.
Yeah. I could probably kill him this turn.
Oh, wait.
But I'm not going to.
Oh, no. You just
what?
made the first attack. Is he gonna move?
I don't think so.
You should pull everyone back, especially you should pull Lucius 2 squares behind your front line.
Okay.
Just
I'll
in
just
case.
move him there.
No, don't go all the way that far back. You just want to... You still want them to be...
I can't remember if his attack range is like this square and this square, or if it's this square and this square.
That doesn't matter. You just need to draw them back so that way they can have support from characters like Florina and the
Right.
others if they need it.
Uh-huh.
And then you just need Lucius to be 1 square further back because he has a spear and can throw it.
Well, since it's still blocking everything, I'm going to put them here and here.
I would recommend 1 shorter.
There?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then they'll still be able to run down and attack him later if he
Okay.
doesn't move.
Sounds like plan. It's plan. We're doing the plan, and it's gonna be a plan.
Yes.
Plan.
Yep. So, New Vegas, I cared about it whenever I started using a mod that I unfortunately have forgotten the name of. Don't drop him.
Oh, shit.
Because now he's going to move. He's immediately going to start running after the enemy again.
Well, I'll just pick him back up and put him back in timeout.
Okay. So, there was a mod for New Vegas that was an overhaul of the combat, primarily. And it had a number of features. It made, like, the guns behave a little more helpfully.
Mm-hmm.
You could use them effectively without going into VATS, right? They made it to where I think you could, like, sprint and use... They tied other abilities into the action point system that was... By the default game only used it for VATS.
Right.
It was just generally more balanced. And there were a ton of different variables that you could use to adjust the difficulty up or down, right?
Right.
And I made it pretty hard on myself, but pretty hard on the enemies. I used all of the values to flatten everything.
Mm-hmm.
So perks had less of an impact, if I remember correctly. Armor was important. Having something like in every slot was very important.
Mm-hmm.
Because headshots, if you didn't have a helmet on, enemy or player, if you didn't have a helmet on and you got shot in the head, you would probably die. Which is humorous now that I'm saying it out loud, because that game, I think, opens with your character getting shot in the head. Well, everybody gets a freebie, I guess. So, all of this... Wow, they're really pulling out the low chance crits for this end of this map.
Yeah.
It had all of these different elements. I think it added leaning, like you could lean out from cover and shoot at people. It was great. And mechanically, make sure you move Lynn away from the wall.
Yeah.
Mechanically, it made it a game that I was much more interested in. And I had a blast role-playing like a sheriff, like a cowboy, right? Mm-hmm. I had revolvers and I had lever-action weapons. And it was a lot of fun. The firefights were engaging. And all of the bullets and med packs had weight. And survival was more difficult. Because I modified all of the values to make it like a sped up reflection of real life, you know? So you had to eat and drink regularly. Radiation was scary, was actually a problem, which was never the case in Fallout 3 or the first time I played New Vegas. And oh my god, Fallout 4 launches with I don't know if it came with it, so I shouldn't say that. Fallout 4, for me, from the first time I played it, had that available by default in the game from the menu. And it went one step further, and you can't fast travel. There was a loading tip, I think, that said, if you make friends with the right faction, and I have a feeling I know which one. It's probably the Brotherhood of Steel, but, you know, whatever. Mm-hmm. If you make friends with the right people in the Wasteland, you'll be able to call in a vertibird. Hold on. You'll be able to call in a vertibird, and they will come and pick you up. And I thought, what the point is... What the fuck would I do that for when I can fast travel? And now I know. It feels like the game was designed with survival mode in mind, and somebody just got afraid at some point and said, no, this is too much. Because, like, all of the mattresses and the shitty sleeping bags and everything scattered throughout the wasteland, they mean nothing to me in Fallout 3. In Fallout 4 survival mode, that's the only way to permanently save the game. If you exit the game, you get a freebie, you get an exit save. Mm-hmm. But the next time you load the game, that shit is deleted. Oh. The only way to permanently save your work is to rest in a mattress. All of the little farmsteads that come under your control, helping, I think they're called the Minutemen. Mm-hmm. All of the farmsteads that come under your control, it's helpful, but it might feel like a lot of work for relatively minor rewards, right?
Right. Because
it's like, why not just have one big super settlement instead of 10 smaller ones? And now there's an answer. The answer is save points. You basically have to put in a lot of investment. You have to put a lot of investing. I'm sorry, I'm struggling with phrasing this. You have to invest a lot of resources to create a suitable area to recharge. In a way, it feels like I'm crafting the save stations for Metroid Prime. Because every time I go out, every single time I go on an adventure, I come back irradiated with one or more diseases. Sometimes I have a broken limb and I've like limped back, or I've like come back into town almost blind or concussed or with a broken arm. Running out of ammo, overburdened with a bunch of junk. I have all of these problems. And the best way to fix them is to have like a small town set up. Okay. I think that there was a support conversation incoming.
Yes. Are you Raven?
Yes, I'm Raven.
Okay. I
Yeah.
just couldn't remember.
I'm Raven.
You're Raven.
I'm Raven.
And I'm
Look at my
Lucius. I'm
sexy hair.
Lucius. Okay, I'm Lucius.
Yes.
I support you, Raven.
No, now I'm Lucius. How are you of late? Sorry, that just suddenly... Let me try again. Excuse me. Line?
It's on the screen.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
You can read it, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course I can read it. I can't read! No. How are you of late? No fits, I assume?
None at all. I'm quite well. Sorry to be a worry to you. Lord Elliewood, Lord Hector, Lady Lynn, all have been very kind to me. I've never been in better health.
I see. Good to hear it. You didn't say yet. I need to stop improvising. Lucius, there is something I would like to ask you.
What, my lord?
Uther, Lord of Ostia, brought House Cornwell down, killed my parents. Do you believe this to be true?
I know the Marquis was killed by someone. There can be no mistaking that. But as to whether it was the Lord of Ostia, I have my doubts.
Yes. I was so distraught at the time. I believed the rumors without question, without doubt. I truly did not care whether the Lord of Ostia was guilty or not. I merely wanted to find a victim for the rage inside me.
That I can understand.
And you were right there all along. I should have tried to understand.
Lord Raymond,
Meeting Elliewood really opened my eyes. I know that the Marquis of Ostia is not behind the attack now. Someday, yes. Someday when this war is over, I'll go searching for the truth. And I'll pay Ostia back for the suspicions in full, or for my suspicions in full. Jeez, I am struggling to... Maybe I can't read.
I think you can. I think you can. Excellent.
Except, I want you to stay home.
Nope. You are too cruel. Why?
I want someone to go home to, you see. So, go back and wait.
Why don't you marry? Then there would be someone at home. And I could journey with you.
I need no bride to jabber at me. There's enough jabbering going on around here already.
What is that supposed to mean?
My case in point.
Wait, Lord Raymond. Did you just, ask me out?
Are we married now? Is this how it works? Like, round here?
I don't know, but let me tell you what's gonna work around here. That!
Florina, you're showing off now, and it's not
It's
becoming
great.
of a lady
It
of
is
the court.
showing off is becoming of showing off. It's the best. I fooled yous. Now my people are gonna come out and eat your butts. Okay,